Hey everybody, Logan here. Yeah, I know we're getting to that point. Switch's life is winding down. We've got the Switch 2 coming out this year, and with that announcement, even though at the time we're recording Nintendo hasn't said anything, we know there's going to be a Switch 2 Pro controller. But what should it feature? I think I have the perfect controller of what the Switch 2 Pro controller should be modeled after. What is it, you say? Well, come on, you guys gotta know. You clicked on the video. That is the 8BitDo Ultimate 2C Bluetooth controller. This is specifically for the Nintendo Switch, says it right on the box. Now, I've reviewed the Ultimate C, and it was a great controller. It just felt like a Switch Pro controller, but yeah, it just felt better in the hand. It was one of those less expensive, had all the features, minus NFC, but it felt like the right controller. The D-pad was great, the buttons were great, and well, it looks like they carried that over to this, but there's an extra feature here which most gamers really want, especially on something like a Switch Pro controller. So let's open it up, test it out, take a look. Here we go, the Ultimate 2C Bluetooth controller by 8BitDo for the Switch. As you can see, specifically for the Switch. Other 8BitDo products, they'll tell you what devices they work with, or operating systems, it'll say iOS, Android, Xbox, PC, what have you. This one specifically designed for the Nintendo Switch. Now, if I'm not mistaken, it comes in other colors besides blue and pink, but when I was searching, I only found the blue and the pink, and well, I like the blue. I wish they had purple. PC version gets purple. My wife loves purple, and I was going to get one for her as well, but yeah, it's for PC. She really likes the design, and I was like, okay. I was going to surprise her with one, but she prefers purple. So we'll see when the Switch 2 comes out, but I expect more from 8BitDo with the Switch 2. I really do, but it all depends on what Nintendo makes for their Pro controller. But as you can see, if you look at the back, it's pretty simple. Switch 3.00 and above, and that's about it. 500 mAh battery. There's nothing really special about this box. But the boxes aren't really important these days unless you're paying a premium. If you're paying $100 or more for a controller, I would definitely expect some bells and whistles to be added to at least the packaging or a case or something like that. But let's open this up. So if you're looking at it, you're like, hey, it just looks like a normal controller. You know, that's a nice dark blue. And then you got like a tan, like a beige on the back. Very nice. Nice membrane. Beautiful D-pad always. Great sticks, anti-friction rings. Hall effect sticks, of course. But, look at those. You've got programmable claw bumpers. That, to me, I've been testing I don't know how many controllers. People love flappy paddles. You know what? I'm starting to like the buttons up here, especially the positioning on the 8BitDo ones, because most people are gonna grab the controller like this, and even if you don't play in a claw format like this, I still think those are fantastic positioning, because you put your finger here and you can easily roll, and then down here. So I think having those back there instead of back here. Now, if you look at the higher end controllers like the Wolverine V3 for Xbox by Razer, you're going to have two sets back here and the claw buttons. But that's when you start getting into the higher prices. You get extreme low latency, you get mechanical buttons, you get all kinds of stuff that you're not going to get in a $30 controller. To me, this is the new standard of what Switch controllers should be going forward. And Nintendo, you know, pay attention here. I know you guys are the best there is at what you do, but when it comes to controllers, this is what we need. At least for basic Switch Pro controller, this is what we need. Hall effect sticks, a beautiful Super Nintendo style D-pad, and at least one set of programmable buttons. On the top, I think, is the best. I have a feeling Nintendo's not going to do that. They stick to the tried and true of what looks more like the regular C controller. See? That's the regular C. This is the 2C. As you can see, they're very similar in design. Slightly few alterations when it comes to screw pattern here and there. But yeah, and that's mainly because you've got the bumper, so it can't be screwed in the exact same way. But otherwise, these are fantastic controllers. This has been my go-to for quite some time on the Switch. There's a plethora, if you will. That's been my word of like the month, if you will. I've used quite a bit of different controllers for the Switch, and I always go back to the 8BitDo. Yeah, I have the Ultimate, which has the programmable buttons on the back and everything. It's fantastic. But there's just something about the simplicity and the durability and the feel of the 8BitDo C, Ultimate C. And now that I have the Ultimate 2C, I like those buttons. Hear those? Much better. So, of course, what do we have to do? Test it out, because we gotta program those. Why? Because it says it right here. Fast bumper quick start guide. That single button mapping, hold it, and then there you go. That is pretty cool. And it has macro, so you can do double button mapping. So depending on the game you're playing, if it requires a Y and an X press, you can press R4 with that. That is nifty. That is nifty. It's very simple. We've got in 2 different languages, of course, English. So we're going to map it and see how it feels in game, of course. And here we go. I've booted up Crysis like I do with every Switch controller because, yeah, it's a first-person shooter and it has all the features you want to test when you are testing a Switch Pro controller. D-pad is perfect, of course. Unfortunately, it's not like PC controllers where you get the 1000 hertz and all that other stuff like that, whether you're playing on Xbox or PC. You can adjust all the hertz with the Switch, no, but you still get all the great performance that you would want out of a Switch Pro controller. Maybe we'll see stuff like that for the Switch 2. I would really like to see a better performance capability out of the controllers for the Nintendo Switch, but the Switch does not support those. C'est la vie, right? It is what it is. Now we need to test gyro. The gyro, and there we go. We turned it on. Everybody loves gyro. No, they don't. It's a niche function. I understand that. There are a few people that love it. I know people that really like it for Splatoon. So there you go. Now, one thing we need to do here is map the buttons and see how it works. So fast bumper quick start guide. You hold the star button. Single button press. So are we holding the star button? Yes. So you have to press the claw button, whatever button you want, and then with the star, and then that will equal that. There we go. So you just have to hold all 3 of the buttons you want mapped at the same time. So that maps here. It's still mapped over there. There you go. So make sure you're pressing all at the same time and not the star and then the other 2. So you're going to have to do that. But if you want to wipe them, there you go. So if you want to wipe them, just hold those 2 or these two, depending on which one you mapped. I mapped this one, and now it's gone. So let's remap that. There you go. Not too complicated. Takes a little bit at first, but once you realize that you have to do it all at the same time, the bounding blocks just made me think it was that and then that, but hey, no, you have to do it all at the exact same time and bam, you're good to go. So mapping is not a tough thing to do, and this is just a fantastic controller. So you can map whatever you want up there depending on the game you're playing. And the way they're situated, it's very easy to roll your fingers and hit all of them. That is a fantastic controller. To me, this is what the Switch 2 Pro controller should have at the bare minimum. Hall effect sticks, ergonomics that are just fantastic in the hand, a much better D-pad than the one on the standard Switch Pro, and some extra buttons. I don't know why main big companies, PlayStation and Xbox, don't do it for the regular ones, but then they release these Pro DualSense Edge or Elite controllers that have all the mappable buttons. Hey, just give us one extra set on the standard controller, and everybody will be 10 times happier. But, you know, we're not allowed to be happy these days, right? Things are getting better, though. Things are definitely getting better. In the gaming industry, we'll see how things evolve. And, well, with the Switch 2 coming out, I'm psyched. Are you psyched for the Switch 2? I already got my regular Switch upgrade for the end of days of the regular Switch. What about you? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, share this video. God bless you all. Like what I always say, be legendary. Thanks again.